Okay, what is up, everybody? We are back with some more Etheria Restart. It's pretty early, man. It's 5:58 a.m. I don't even know why I'm up, but it's a banner, obviously, that got me up. But I hope you guys are doing all right, man. Definitely make sure that you guys like the stream if you are here for the first time. We are streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so pick your poison, all right? Now, guys, there's a lot going on. Okay, we got a Hoyan banner and we got a Hold On banner. Okay, so you like what I did there? But yeah, we got some banners to get into, man. We'll see how the luck goes. We'll see how the luck goes. Should be fun nonetheless, though. But yeah, guys, we're gonna basically be summoning. Maybe I might have some resources to build them. I don't know. You said bro streaming with the morning breath? Bro, chill. I actually went and brushed my teeth before I hit start stream. Thank you. Yeah, man. Listen, listen, I ain't trying to have all that morning breath bouncing back at me off my mic now, all right? But either way, guys, let's see what's going on in the chat. Yo, what's good? Curve free to play. What's good, Jamie? How you doing, fam? What's good, G? How you doing, bro? Felicity, how you doing, fam? Yusri, how you doing, fam? Checkers, what's good, fam? Misery, Cozy, what's up? Maverick, what's up, DL? Alua, how you doing, fam? Darius, what's good, bro? What's up, Solus? How you guys doing, man? Hellsworth, what's up, fam? Say hey, very good morning to you as well. Got them both in 40 pulls. Dang, congrats on that, man. That's what, 80 pulls? That's crazy. So yeah, man. We're gonna see. We jumping right into it. I would give people. We give it like 5 minutes for more people to come through, and then we'll just start summoning. He said, we all good, brother? How's things on your side? I'm all right. Can't complain. I stayed up a lot later than I was trying to. Honestly, I stayed up kind of late. But no, you know what I was watching to try to keep myself up? I was watching Castlevania Nocturne. Yeah, I was wilding. I was watching my animes. I don't really have a chance to normally watch anime like that. And I was like, bro, that's like, I love Castlevania. So I was sitting there watching that crap. But you said, Zox, you said look at Holden's kit. What, did something change on him? Let me see. All right. This is my, okay, no, that was okay. So defense to all enemies, attacks 50%, dispel one buffs, attack. Okay, 2 turns, double the chance winning. Wait. Why is that weird like that? Wait, so when entering battle for every... Why does that look like that? What is key? Is that greater than or less than 500? Am I confused? What is that? Wait, what is that? Yeah, that's the passive, right? But increase counterattack rate by 5% and damage result by 5%. Right? That, are you talking about that passive? I don't know what that means. It's a bug? Yeah, that's a bug. That's 1,000% a bug. Cause honestly, that doesn't mean anything. That's like a coding. Yeah, it's like a coding thing, bruh. Yeah, that's 1,000% some coding. It said just want a Hoyan too. Oh, the god. Let's see. 450 passives, execution rate. I don't see anything on her. Unless I'm just being like blind because it's like, 5 a.m. It said, reviving entire target after each complete trigger of the passive effect. After reviving, Hoyan applies 1 stack of fleeting glance to herself, stacking up to 3 times. That's, yeah, she gives herself Soul Ward. Yeah, I don't know what I'm reading that's different that I didn't already realize was different. Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at, but yeah, that seems like what it was supposed to be afterwards. That seems like what it was supposed to be afterwards, unless I'm tripping. Instead of cooldown times, what, 4 turns? Yeah, so yo, appreciate you for the sub. I mean, yo, appreciate that. Is it Anita? I need a nap. Is that what it is? Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you for the prime. Yeah, dude, I'm slow right now. It's 5 a.m. You're gonna have to bear with me. All right. It's just like, so this is has a 4-turn cooldown. Okay. Now the thing is though, is that after each complete trigger of the passive, it procs, or after using execution right or reviving allies, she gets to apply fleeting glance. I guess that's so that she doesn't get to use it for 3 times in a row like she used to be able to. I guess there's that. I get why they added that. It's because we were one-shotting all the bosses in the game with her because we were manipulating her skill or we were manipulating her passive. So you could literally one-shot anything by essentially making her ramp her 40% really fast. You could get her to ramp that. You could get her to ramp this in like 2 turns. So she would ult like literally. I showed Chad it the other day where you could literally get her to ult 3 times in a row, and it was just for free. And that was in PvE. That was even in PvP. Like if you just had some hard hitter, it would activate her, and if you had her built a certain way, she would just straight up like ult 3 times in a row. Like she was kind of busted. I don't know if it and like if we're being honest, like every time she ults, she gets stronger. Damn, right? Like nobody that would just is not balanced for PvP, like at all. So yeah, PvE they definitely like were like, yeah, nah. They took away her true damage too. So I don't know how hard she hits. So I gotta see how hard she hits now, because that's why if you guys listen to what I say, dude, I'm so intentional when I talk. I said, hey, old Hoyan, I don't know if she's gonna be anything like she was before, but I'm telling you, hey, she was stronger than the Ting, so like that's that. It said, exactly, now look at Holden. Does he seem a little strong? Sad since nerf. No, because his stuff is still very it's counter cleave, right? So Holden I don't feel like is necessarily like broken. I don't feel like he's broken, but I feel like he's really solid because his stuff applies to like just about everything. So he can do PvE, the resistance down, and the AoE dispel. That's actually where he kind of gets nuts. Like you pair him up with somebody, yeah, that's pretty nuts. But I'm gonna be honest, like if you think about even some combinations, if you let, like, I'm gonna be honest, if you let a Holden and a Rahu through in an RTA setup, you kind of asking to die. Like I personally think that would be something you got to get rid of one of them. There's no way you're fighting both of them, because there's what, you gonna hit both and they both counterattacking you? Like no, like and they both got defense breaks in their skill 1. So if one defense breaks you, now the other one's just hitting you harder. Like absolutely not. Like that's like that combination is going to be pretty nasty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's like, I think he's good, but that's also considering like max skill up, because a lot of the value too. Yeah, you gotta dump skill ups into these characters, man. That's the main thing. So like free to play aren't doing that. Like unless even if they save, they would only really be able to do like one of his skills. at this point even. So yeah, yeah, that's kind of a lot. And then even down to like, I already thought about the artisan. I was gonna upload a video talking about it, but I like waited too late. I kept forgetting that the server for like Asia gets stuff like way before, and they were already playing with them. So I was like, there's no reason for me to drop a character kit reaction video. So I just didn't do it. But Holden's kit, like you can't apply artisan to him, like not off rip in the beginning of the fight, because his execution mode calculates when the battle starts. Artisan applies when you get your turn. So like you don't get to stack things like artisan on him until he gets a turn. So there's a lot of different things that you can still do to a character like this. Like you would have to formulate, okay, what I want to do. Somebody can still try to CC you, so like and like stun lock you and then push you back. There's a lot of different things you can do, which means that at that point now you got to build into something else or bring somebody else like a Ling Lao or something, or Kachi the guard, so that you can have immunity coverage. So it's like there's a lot of different things that you could do against a character like this. But he can also do a lot of things on his own too. So that's the thing. It all really depends. It's I put Messiah and Holden as a starter. Should I keep and play or reroll? I mean, honestly, you gotta play your account to see what it like is gonna roll to be, man. Cause like I think if everybody has learned something with this current like release, like you can sit there and reroll for like 45 hours and your account literally will roll like dog the entire time as you like, or you can just start with what you got and then your account fleshes out and it's god tier. You just get everything. Like it's really hard to call it, because some people literally have had that happen the whole process where they're like, okay, I got the roll I want starting out, and then they rolled nothing they actually really needed after that. So that's the thing. You said, so Hoyan good? I gotta test her, man. Like these are basically two brand new units. I haven't had the chance to test them yet. Because even Hoyan's kit's different. So I gotta see what her cap is on a lot of stuff too. I really honestly feel like both of them, Hoyan specifically though, is gonna have a lot more value once she gets built up though. Because the 450% multiplier is definitely gonna be a must for her. Because she doesn't have the defense ignore anymore. And then even like with this, like when you start trying to counter against bulk, you want that 40%. Like honestly, the 40% increase was kind of what made her nuts. Like what, I can get an extra 120% and like turns. Like that was what was like pretty nasty. And then even the wound was like, I mean, the wound was like kind of an extra additive at that point, but like, yeah, the fleeting glance, that was really her bread and butter with the defense ignore, but she doesn't have the defense ignore anymore. So I got to see how hard she hits, because that was what really was making her go like kind of dumb, to be honest. That and how fast she could proc her passive, like really. So that's like my thing, is that I want to make sure I test them properly so that if I do give any advice on them, it's from like a standpoint of like, okay, if you're at this spectrum in the game, this is the value and the investment for it, versus like with Holden, same thing. I feel like out of the two though, Holden, I think is going to be easier for players to build just because he's a literal defense scaler. Bramble is like literally Bramble defense, and he's going to just do his stuff. And when you're dealing with like DPS, that means you need DPS gear. DPS gear, usually to find the perfect subs that you want, is just a pain to farm. It's still respectively the same for like damage dealers, but it's way easier to build bulk and slow than it is to build like high DPS output. Like you're 1000% more than likely still gonna want to run her on like a momentum or something as well. So like you got to be at that point of farming that too. So that it really all depends, really. Yeah, I know she's not wearing any shoes. Yeah, she's for the foot audience in the community. Yo, what's up, Prince? He says it's my first time on stream. Love your content. Also got Holden on standard. I'm free to play. Should I invest in him? I think honestly, like if you are This is the question you guys have to ask yourself after after a certain amount of investment in SSRs. What exactly is going to be your play style, right? Like, what do you want to lock in and play? Because realistically, you can't build everything right now. And so you have to consciously make a decision. Okay, do I have things that's helping me clear, like PvE first? And then you lock in and it's like, okay, well, I want to play more of a bruiser style. I want to be more like cleave. I want to be like whatever it is that you really prefer. Um, you said, you said, he said GACHASMACK is actually yapping out of the blue about the Aurora boss fight and got fixed and it's intended. I mean, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I can't control what other people do. Nor do I really care, if I'm being honest. Like, I'd be 1,000% honest. I don't care what they do, man. Like, honestly. Because at the end of the day, like, what am I gonna do, right? Like, I'm gonna go to this channel and be like, hey, hey, bro, hey, bro, yeah, you know, hey, listen, I just be playing my games, bro. I be having fun. I did my part, and I'm just waiting now. This is, me getting on camera and I don't know, being mad ain't gonna change nothing. I'm still waiting, so there's nothing I can really do. You said, brother said you ask all these perfect questions, stopping me from going to the gym, and you're already locked in. I'm dead. Yo, you said decided to pull on permanent banner because I got Doki Doki. What's she good for again? Honestly, a lot. Like she's good at being able to help push a character and reset and doing a lot of different things. She can literally help and you have to run her a little bit slower, but she can push forward like a character that you're trying to have rotate their abilities more. Very similar to Lily. She just does things a little bit different. She's more of like oh, you just took your turn, let me catch you up to everybody, versus like oh, you just took your turn, I'm just gonna make you pass everybody. It's a little bit different how she works, but she comes with like purification of debuffs. Yo, Light Dark, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. She comes with purification of debuffs. She has her own unique speed up, damage up buff that she has. Trying to think what else she has. She cooldown skills. She push turn meter. She's just for lack of a better word, she's just a support. Really, that's really what she's there for. So yeah, she does a lot of things really well. I feel like even in like slow teams, like she can work in a Doki Doki or in her own dungeon, for example. Like she can work in pretty much anywhere if you really want her to, if you want her to. The thing with Doki though, you have to be more conscious of like her speed tune. Like a lot of players like use her and then make her super fast, and then her skill 1, she like literally pushes nobody. She needs to be slower than like at least somebody, so that she can give that push to them. Otherwise, she gives no push. Right, so that it's a little bit different than Lily. So yeah, that's really, you know, kind of the general gist with her. You said y'all depend on one character to get you through content. Yo, Maverick over there. Yo, you're funny, man. All right, guys, we gotta get into some summons, man, because that's what we came to do, right? So, all right, guys. Yeah, we're getting into the summons. Let's see here. Let's see what we can get here. We're going Holden's banner first. We're gonna pull both, but maybe the game might give me him in the first multi. Who knows, right? Who knows? See, I was hoping. Oh, I got some SR through SSR tickets I got to use too. Hopefully I can get some on those. Should I use those first? Oh, we got a Kraken. Okay. I'll take the Kraken dupe because I need to still build him, to be honest. All right, let's see. What do I take? I'll take some more Dating dupes. I'll take that. Okay, Kazumi Kazuyo. I gotta build Kazumi for something because she's actually really good. He said, is Gigabyte Artisan better for Holden for PvE? I couldn't answer that. Like Artisan's better if you're trying to sustain, but Gigabyte's better for cutting. So it depends on your setup. They do two different things, really. And if you have like sustain covered, then like I guess Gigabyte could work too. But yeah, Artisan, people are gonna use that so that turn he gets like an extra what 700 something defense scale. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to test it, so. That would just be me speculating at that point. We take Chiaki, the Echo. And oh my god. Don't let me get max dupes on Mizuki, bro. It's over. I actually need to build her. Cause this whole tank stuff that's going on, this counter defense scale tank meta thing that's happening right now. You know, we got Mizuki in the building, we got Holden, we got Rahu, you know. All right, let's see. Dude, I wish we had fake out. Oh my god, give me the Chiakis. Yeah, I wish we had fake outs, bro. That'd be like, so much anxiety comes with fake outs though. Like, I kind of do like the fact they just ripped the Band-Aid off. So you're like, all right, I got something, or I didn't get anything. You know, the transformations be having my heart ready to like explode. Oh, Kazumi Kazuyo, okay. All right, another Viper. Okay. I see what you're doing, game. At least they're giving me good, you know, good purples. All right, let's see. All right, so we got one more. Maybe no. Okay, what's that? That's 50, chat. Are we at soft pity now? Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. On. Okay, Chiaki, I see you. So y'all must be on rate up. Y'all gotta be on rate up, cause there's no way. That's just too consistent. Hold on. Okay, yeah, Chiaki's on rate up. I'm like, oh yeah, and Kazumi. Okay, I was like, yo, that's kind of way too consistent. All right. Hey, I'm not mad at it though. Those are good units. Let's see, where we at? We got wow. Wow. So yo, they dead. It's dead guaranteed in one pool, bro. That's yo, that's hilarious. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna rip the multi just because, but still, like, that's crazy. There we go. Hey, we knew what was coming. We yo, we knew what was coming at this point. Yeah, I definitely got an achievement for that. Making me rotate this game. They said, listen, we blessed you on every other banner. You're gonna take this full rotation. Yo, that is hilarious. Yeah, they was like, yeah, we're cooking you on this one. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I think yeah, it is shared. So all right, yeah, we going straight to Hoyan banner. And then we got a few more tickets to do after that too. Who does she have rated up on her banner? All right, let me see. Oh, we take Dinah's. Oh, that's actually, if Dinah's rated up on her banner, that might actually be. Oh no, she's not. So it's Gray, Ren the Unbound, and Shaki. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Get me out of here. Okay, I'll take it in the hey, 100 pulls. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'll take that. I'll take that. Get me in on the second multi. Don't make me go all the way. You know? Don't make me go all the way. What did I do? Oh my God, what did I do? what did I do? You know, like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What did I do? You know? I deserve, hey, listen, see, this is what happens. One moment, chat laughing at you. The next moment, you pull a double Hoyan, you know? Like, hey, all I'm saying is that, right? Listen, that's all I'm saying. Give me, hold on, let me screenshot this. I'm gonna send that to my mom. Okay, cool. There we go. We take those. All right, cool. Hey, listen, y'all. That's all right. We got some guaranteed SR or higher tickets. We're gonna see. I don't know. What's our probabilities here? What's our chances? We have a 7.5% chance to pull something. Dude, there's literally, what is it? A few units I really want. I want a Suki. There, I could get a Rosa, Chloros. I'll take a Mia, something. Okay, something here. So we gonna see. Okay, we gonna see because it's a chance. But hey, it is what it is. We gonna see, right? Damn it! The first one said absolutely not. Okay, well, I took the Kraken dupe. I'll take the Kraken dupe. All right, let's see. Hold on. Next one. I'm just rip them. We gotta at least get one. Right? Surely out of 5 you get one, right? Okay, it's Dinah. Surely we get one. Right? Surely. Oh, brother. I can't. Oh, you gonna give me a Yang too? Yang is actually good in Aurora though, so I'm not upset at that. Okay, I was like, at least I gotta get one. Let me walk away with 1 out of 5. Okay, I'll take that. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be happy. I pulled a double Hoyan. I'll take the Ling Lao because I already got her. All right, I'll take it. I'll take the Ling Lao. We'll take the Ling Lao. I'm not be bad. I'm not be bad. All right, I'm gonna take that. All right, last one, man. All right, so we got 1 out of 5. I'll take that, man. You know? Okay, Obero. I see what you're telling me. I see what you're telling me. That I need to lock in and get you on my account. Okay, or actually build you. I see what you're saying. All right, so that wasn't too bad. We got both Hoyan, Holden. What was that, 100 pulls? I can't complain. I can't complain. You said, bro, I can't get it. Bro, listen, I gotta, like, I would go to the light dark banner, but I low key feel like we might be getting a light dark. They showed that the LD in that video. I might do it around then though, because I want to get her. I don't care about nobody else. I want her. I want that character. So yeah, we'll be getting into it at that point. But yeah, man, that was pretty good session. Now we gotta try to see what we're gonna build here. Let's see. Boom. All right, cool. You said spent 40. Yeah, bro, I bought those. Listen, you ain't getting 5 of those free to play. I'll be real with you. Yeah, I got those, brother. So did you pull the both? Yeah, I did. I did pull both. I'm actually gonna buy both of their skins too. Probably more than anything, I want Holden's skin. They just make him a black guy. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get his skin real quick, because it makes him black. Oh my god. Yo, this skin is crazy. Nah, that skin. Nah, hold on. Nah, I seen it, but seeing it on, it's crazy. Wait a minute. See, this, oh, hold on. There we go. You said, you said, Holden Rahu gonna be annoying in PvP? Yeah. Rahu was already pretty annoying all on his own, so. You said, do you know what pack you get when you get to level 45? What is that pack? The level 45 pack, I think, is where is it at? It's a value section, I think. Am I looking at the right thing? Or did the packs go? Hold on, am I tripping? I don't know if I don't see it because I bought it. I know I recorded it in the video. I just don't remember what pack it is. I know I recorded it though. So hold on, I can send you the link to it. I just don't think I see them because I got them. So that might also be a thing. Unless I'm just tripping. All right. Bro, his skin is crazy. I didn't even get Hoyan's. I literally just wanted his. Nah, that skin is crazy. What? What is this? That's crazy. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, nah, there was no way. They knew what they were doing. I can't say he beat for real. Bro, that's crazy. This skin right here is crazy. Yo, it is giving the Bleach vibes, bro. You're absolutely right. They knew what they were doing. I hope they don't get sued for that. Yo, low key. Like low key, high key, not even really low key. This skin's crazy, bro. Yeah, this skin is crazy. It said finally different skin colors. I mean, you got I don't have them, but Messiah. I don't know if you guys noticed that one, but Messiah has one too. He get real black. Dang, hold on. I don't think I can see it. Yeah, I can't even see it. Actually, no. There's a way to do it. I can't remember how to see them though. There's definitely a way to see the skins, and I can't remember how to see the character ones. You said skins need to go hard in these games. Best way to monetize. Yeah, honestly that really is the truth. Like they have to. Yeah, 2 or more SSR summons in the multi. Oh, see, there it is. We got it. Is it in the hangar? Yeah, we got the 6-star print for getting the double Hoyan. I'll take that. Thank you, bro. If you pull 3 SSRs in one multi, they give you a perfect lattice. I will say I've never really seen games do stuff like that where like they kind of reward you for every single thing. You either get like a title for getting shafted, or they give you something crazy for like getting crazy like pulls. I think that's cool if you're gonna have a gacha, to be honest. All right, let's see. Is it in the closet? No, I don't think so. I think this is just oh, you know what? Am I able to see them from all characters? Let's see. Yeah, because I don't know. I know. Is it in the shop? Let's see. Summon, hyperlink, value. I think you might have to go to the event tab because, let me see. Oh no, they took it out. I guess that window to get his is gone. He said, you can see the Messiah on the event list. Is it here still? No, I don't think so. Nah, it's not there anymore. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it was a certain purchase window. You said click Messiah in the hangar. I don't have Messiah on my account, so like I can't actually go to the hangar. Unfortunately, there's no hangar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't got them. yeah, exactly. You say you can still buy his skin. Yeah, but that's if you have them though, right? I can't get to them. I don't have them. But I also noticed that it said that with the thing with the other two. Like you can't just get the skin if you don't own the character. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense, I guess, but yeah, you have to have them. Yeah. That's why I was like, well, ain't really much I can do there. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We're probably, Christ, who are we building first? I ain't gonna lie, Holden might be the way. Holden might be the way. I low-key want to test him and do some stuff, but yeah, Holden might just be the way. We might build Holden up first. You say you'll do Hoyan? I bet. I'll go Holden then. You said autoplay is bad in this event? Yeah, I've done that event 12 times. At this point, I just want that event to be out of my life. Oh God. Yeah, dude. That's why you see that's why you see me just like, yep, skip. Like I've done that event like 12 times. That's not even a joke. And that's literally, I think that's the number now. This actually makes 13. So yeah, I'm out of here. Like, bro, hey, I get it. The rewards are good if you play it, but do I care? Nope. I've seen that way too much. You say, can we see Hoyan skin? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So she becomes a blacked out baddie, I guess. They ain't turn her black. They're like, listen, y'all, listen, we can't just make them both black, but we can give her black everything else, you know? So she comes with a little bit more of a Grim Reaper vibe, right? But yeah, hey, I'll take that too. I feel like though either one. Yeah, I could rock with either one. Like I will say I feel like Holden's really does something. Like her skin is nice. It's nice. But Holden's skin does something. Like, what is this? Like, this does something. It's just like that's, oh, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, he's that guy. Oh, you just that guy, you know? So like, yeah, this is heat. I mean, and it could be something as simple as like the color variations really could make something go crazy. He said, aren't they siblings though? I think they're twins. I think they're either siblings or twins. I don't remember what it was. I think they're siblings though, for sure. Yeah, they are 100% siblings. You said you can max out skill 2 and 3. I think I can probably do. I'm gonna get the skill ups to do it, but I'm gonna try to at least max out his skill 2 and his skill 3 as well. I'll see how close I can get. I gotta clear some of the other content. It all depends. Because it's skill 1, I mean, damn, that is kind of a thing too, because that actually helps with his counterattack, but 3% and an extra 2, was that 2.5? And we get the 100% turn meter pushback here. That's his skills are pretty high value. Like I to be honest, the speed isn't. I don't really care about the speed as much because he's counter. He wants to get hit. He wants you to touch him so he can punish you. Like that's kind of the whole point, really. If he's fast, that would be cool too. Or if he's faster, it'd be cool. But you can easily build him bulky and just let him take hits. Bramble set, yeah, have fun. Like you said my account's lacking hollow units. You said I did grab Holden and 20 push. I go for Hoyan for my selector or class. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like generally speaking, class is gonna give you more value. Like honestly, class has a ton of value in content that she's even attribute disadvantage in just because of what her kit does. So when you're looking at like damage ampers like her, there's what, one or two within the game. There's her and there's Dinah. You could throw Heinrich in there, but it's really her and Dinah. Like they're the two primary damage ampers in the game. And she even makes things a lot easier just because she has the rotation built into her kit. And then she can also damage reduce. That's the thing that makes her better than Dinah. Like because I could argue like, yes, Dinah can definitely help you amp your damage just as much, but Kloss also reduces how much damage the enemy is dealing to you. That's where her value really starts to shine. And then there's the fact she can also turn manipulate, redistribute, turn meter. She can amp and continue to build on her own debuff and then scale that so that you're able to deal more damage off of it. Like she just is generally a really good unit. I feel like Hoyan is going to be more specific. The investment cost between the two is definitely going to be higher. Like that's just a fact. There's no way you're picking up a DPS like Hoyan and not scaling her up. Like you're just not. Like you're gonna have to put skill ups into her. Cost out the box just works. Like I'm telling you right now, most players, if they could get any character on their account that they're missing, it would be Kloss. It literally would be Kloss. Because she just does so much to help amplify or make runs smoother. So yeah, usually that's kind of the case with supports though. Like it usually is like that. And she's like kind of a mix of debuff, really more of like debuff amp. But he said, should I start upgrading class skills? So I already have 2 for the speed and the attack now. I mean, you don't have to really go too crazy on her for her to work. I would say the biggest thing with her is star rarity so that she gets more speed, right? I think that's the most important thing. I feel like with a lot of the supports, you can kind of get away with not going so crazy on their investment because if you're building up a lot of your DPS, they need it. So if you notice, most of the recommendations for skilling up usually tends to go to your DPS, or it has to be someone that's amplifying your DPS, like to a certain degree. Like so, like it'd be like, oh, okay, do Lily's skill 1. Why? Because that's more assist chance for your DPS. It's always about the DPS at the end of the day because you got to do PvE stuff first. So it's like then if you have the extra perk of them having X amount of utility or being able to work in PvP, you have to consider that as a free to play. Well, it's whatever you want to do, right? Because you're just gonna have the means to be able to upkeep certain things and do things how you want. But yeah. I would say like for free to play, you got to consider that like what PvE value am I getting from this character? And then it will translate into your PvP. Like, okay, I got that character. They can also do this, but I can also do this setup with them in PvP. Whereas like a lot of Wells, they can kind of do whatever they want. They just have more resource income and they're going to be able to refill and do certain things way more for long term. Like that, it just is what it is. It's a I'm so tempted to get Kloss instead of Ramoka. I mean, the thing with Kloss, and that's what I was telling people before, is that Kloss you can use in a fast and a slow team. Ramoka can work, but in reality, like her whole kit is built for her to do the one shot. Like that's really what she's about. Otherwise, you're just kind of underusing her. She can still work, but you'd have to slow everything down. You got to bulk her up. You got to bulk up the team around her. I just feel like even with the Ramoka thing, like if you have like the Ling Lao, Kloss, Ramoka, Kloss, Rahu, and like, I mean, you could throw a Valeria in there, you could throw a Kraken, a Kazuyo. You can go with a slow comp, and those guys are clearing Hell 4 with slow comps. Like, it's a little bit harder to do it with the fast comps, because if something doesn't land, that honestly is going to cause the run to be kind of anomaly a little bit. Like say for example, Kazuyo doesn't slumber when she's supposed to on the character that you're targeting. Now Ramoka doesn't one shot and you're in the fight much longer than you were supposed to be. So like there's a lot of different variances up until you get the proper gear for you to actually be able to blast properly. Yeah, fast comp is a coin flip. It really is. Like, yeah, you either completely one shot in the first wave or you lose. Yeah, it is definitely a coin flip versus like the consistent. I know if I put this on auto, it just wins, right? So it's that at the end of the day. All right. It says the soul team with higher damage is always better in E7 with proper team investment. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like even like the one shotting, like you'll get there eventually. Let me see what defense gear I got right now, because I know I got some Bramble I can throw on him. I need to see what pet, because I could put him on Artisan to start out, but I don't know if I have a Bramble Artisan. Oh, okay, I do. Oh, Bramble Bloodbath actually might not be a bad idea, really. I don't know if I have a better one. Strive is also something too. Yeah, Ken, I did get both of them. Yeah, I did get both of them. Yeah. You said best shout for Kazuyo Halloween. Actually, Kazuyo, I think it would actually be in a longer fight, Halloween could be nice on her. Yeah, I was trying to think of what I used on her a lot. Gigabyte works on her extremely well too, because Kazuyo, the reason why she's so nice is because she can sleep in every skill she does. So whoever she's hitting, she can basically remove, even if it's not her skill 3, she can remove the damage reduction on whoever everybody's targeting. So that's kind of the thing with her. Like the more that she goes, the better in a slower comp. If you're going fast, then it's you're trying to land the sleep like the first time she does it with the AoE. But if you're in a slower comp with Kazuyo, you actually want her to be going, to be honest, because she can sleep in every skill, and she's the only character in the game that when somebody is slumbered, she doesn't interrupt or wake them up. So she can just keep hitting people and she doesn't do anything to them. So she's pretty sick. He said, yeah. I went all the way on Holden's banner, and I got Hoyan in 20 pulls, yeah, and I pulled 2 in that one multi. So I was like, hey, I'll take that. 100 pulls I basically dropped for the both of them. He said you just got harvest momentum on White Fang, third woe for both, bro. You know what I got yesterday? And I was like, yo, I was doing it while I was farming. It was where is it at? It was the first revelation I got too. It was this one. It was a Fury Momentum, bruh. I was like, ain't no way. I was like, on the first one. I was like, man, I'm having such a hard time trying to replace this one, because it's like when you open up at level 50 the 3rd slot, and then now you got to try to get that on the 3rd slot too. I was like, oh brother, that's gonna be a pain. That's definitely gonna be a pain, man. Yeah, Fury Momentum is good for a few different characters in the game. That's a really, really good combination. But yeah, my Jackals have been straight like doo-doo butter. This one's not bad though. I'm not gonna lie. The Bulwark with Bloodbath, I was like, that's kind of a nasty combo. I like, actually, this is actually a really good Jackal. Like that's actually a crazy one. That one, you said doo-doo butter is wild. Dude, listen, shout out to Caleb City for that one, bro. He came up with that term. I give credit to everybody, bro. Caleb City made that up. I've never heard that until I heard him say that. And like, I think since then, I've always said it. Like Caleb City, man, that dude is hilarious. I love that freaking dude. Yes, I know the time. Like level 50 is count and codex. The next DPS shells. What next DPS shells I should focus? It depends on the units you're using, because some units take more value from certain things. Like for example, like take like Revelation. Units that multi-hit really get a lot of value out of Revelation. Like, you know, for example. So that wouldn't necessarily be something you're just going for like a lot of your single target hitters. So it just depends. Codex of Magic is going to be busted for PvE in general, because what that means, like in PvP, like Codex, like once people get to Codex of Magic, the struggles that people are having right now is going to literally disappear. Like I like, that's not even a joke, because Codex of Magic is going to make it to where you can like do your skill twice. And yeah, like if I could have a Codex of Magic on a certain character, like that would like kind of be insane. Like say those that are able to use like Codex of Magic on I don't know, their Lily, or their, like, you know, somebody that enables something in their team, that's gonna be kind of insane. Like what, you just get to do your ability twice? Like it's definitely gonna help people with their runs, but that's much later. And at that point, it's kind of expected you should be able to clear stuff already. Yeah, I think what we'll do pet wise, I guess we'll do an artisan for now. I just gotta get a better one. I guess we can do the bramble. Yeah, we don't have a better bramble. That's really what I wanted. We got triple bramble there, bloodbath with defense, bramble speed. Oh man, I farmed a lot. Oh, never mind. Oh, brother, I didn't even know I had that. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, he about to be doing stuff. All right. Yeah, I didn't even know I had this. Wait, where's that lock button at? There we go. You said you did artisan? Yeah, I'm gonna do artisan first, just because it's just easier. Yeah, it's just easier. Yeah, because honestly, trying to do everything else is just gonna be is gonna be a process. I gotta get him first. You said, I think I'm looking for Bramble Strive on him. That's what I was gonna do, but I'm like also like, okay, I gotta get that to drop on for my shell, and I think also too I need more Strive gear. That's another thing. So I felt like a good baseline for him was to see like what pieces I could build into that were very you know, just more along the lines of like, okay, we're gonna have a general baseline, and then from there you can kind of freestyle and get the pieces you want. Like, what if you get them early? What are you really building on them? Because yeah, it's gonna all be based off of what people or where people are at. We'll use that piece. We'll do speed, crit, effect, accuracy. I'm trying to think of the subs I want minimum on a defense. Effect, accuracy. Let's start there. All right. Yeah, we'll take this piece. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make sure he at least has defense and effect accuracy on him. And this is like, I'm gonna make a video about this, but guys, like if you're doing any sort of like gearing on a character, always try to start low with like your expectations on your substats. Because if you try to roll, like if like later on, you'll be able to make what's it called? Oh yeah, I do need crit. I might just go for a crit piece though on him. I might do like a double defense and a crit, because yeah, I think I might do that. Because to be honest, I don't know unless I roll gears like intentionally if I'm gonna get enough crit from just subs and then kind of going from there. Even let me see. We'll go with the effect accuracy. I feel like he's naturally gonna be bulky, so we got crit effect there. Attack crit rate effect. Okay, so we'll use that one for now. We'll put him on. You said you won't use him as a DPS debuffer. I feel like it depends on what he does, but his DPS scales off of his defense. So let me see. We got HP bonus. Wait, I need to look at the sub or the main stats first. Defense bonus. Let's see what we got. We got that. That's like literally okay. Okay, so we got a bramble. We'll throw that in here. Yeah, I need better pieces for this, brother. What is this? Speed, crit damage. I might take that because it's low-key leveled. It's low-key leveled. And this is just like makeshift gear for now because I gotta actually get better gear. So we got him on 25%. What are we short by? We need we literally need to start getting 3 slots. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to max this out until I get more 3 matrix bonuses. So I would at least try to activate the bramble. Yeah, I'm gonna try to activate at least the bramble now. Let's see, did I do let me see if I have crit. I have it on Rahu. Ooh, I don't have a crit bramble. All right, we'll use that for a second. Let's see, and then I might even let's go defense bonus, confirm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just use this one. Yeah, we'll try to activate the bramble first, and then we'll filter in the unbreakable later. And actually, I might alternate and test it to see which one makes more sense. All right, so I think I need to go get some EXP books. Yeah, we need some EXP books. All right, let me do where we going. All right, hang on. Let me make sure units are geared. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Because I'm not waiting. Give me a sec, chat. Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm just going ahead and get that for the week. Let's see. Damn, did I already do that? Oh, I think I did. Never mind. I lied. I already did it. Never mind. Yeah, nope, sorry. Yep, I got ahead of myself. I already did it. Yeah, it was funny. You said no, Zoxfam, I'm dead. On this account, yeah. But this account was with the intent for me to be able to build characters anyway. Like, especially now that we don't have the test server, I kind of have to. Like, it's not really up for debate. Can't really not do it. Let's see. I'm gonna use. How am I running her fast? Throw this on you. We kind of occupied on everybody at this point. I can take that for now. You said, you said what's in my email? Oh, probably I bought something. That's probably what it is. I'll just click it so it doesn't give you guys eyesores. All right, there we go. Have a good one. All right, there we go. He said, bro, bro, because I'm about to blast level him. I'm about to level him. Wait, okay, wait. Wait, what's going on in the Twitch chat? Yo, what's happening? He said, well, senior abusers can invest in 2 separate units and completely different. He said, Freya has no pet. Does she not? Thank you for letting me know, because we gave it to Doki. Don't worry, my pets are a work in progress. I gotta level everything. I already did the farm. Appreciate that though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she should be good now. He said, can you please tell your chat that Sania nerfs are uncalled for when people are using that team for beta? If they're gonna nerf her before launch, is that a wrong statement? Wait, we already, yeah, we talked about that. They didn't nerf her. Like, everybody's upset that she can't clear one piece of content in the game. I just think that that's just unrealistic. Like, I could see if she couldn't clear anything anymore, then that's a nerf to her. But she can't do one thing. So people are like, oh, I have to reset her. I'm like, no, you don't. She, like, right now, it is a fact that she clears literally everything else in the game. She can clear everything else in the game. So it's like, I mean, like, people are trying to argue the semantics, but it's like they're basing that off of a build, which the build before that, it was completely immune. So that's kind of like, that's just what it is. Like, I don't even feel like that's really so much the issue more than the communication part. Like I said before, like, honestly, them fixing their game is not an issue. But the only people that can attest to that is me and Sion, because we've seen builds before all the content creators that are complaining about it have seen. So they're basing it off of the build that they've seen before. I'm basing it off of every build I've ever seen. So that's why I said, like, I'm not taking it as, oh, they're just trying to be scummy, because it was always immune. So the fact that it wasn't, there was a bug that happened, but they need to communicate that. That's something I can't control. But I also think that people are making it out to be like, what the premise is becoming is that Shadow Hoyan doesn't work in anything and she's just bad. And that's not true at all. Like, there's literally people clapping most of the game with Shadow, not Shadow Flame Hoyan, with Shadow Sania. So I think it's that. Like I said, for me, it's the communication part more than anything. It's not the fact that they adjusted the boss, really. Like, because to be honest, it is what it is. You said, what's the fix it before launch? What's the point of 50 betas then nerfing stuff 5 days after launch? Dream Chaser, have you ever done anything in the tech world before? There's things called bugs, brother. Like, it just happens. Like, it is what it is. This whole game is bugged. They just updated and launched new units. Holden's kit says some shit that doesn't even, like, I don't even know what it means. Like, it said something key in it, and I'm like, they just dropped it. They just dropped it. Like, it's bugs. Like, this is what happens with tech. And the thing is that every time you have something happen and you fix one thing, usually anyone that's ever done coding or done anything tech-wise, it never just fixes itself. It usually is another problem that unfolds when you fix one thing. So that's just how it is. I mean, every game has it. It happens. I mean, like, for me, like I said, it still boils down to the communication part. You can do a million you could do a million betas and still have bugs and your server hit capacity, and now it's tons of stuff that can happen. So I think the expectation is also coming from a place of, like, people also not understanding, like, that's not how things work. Like, there's no such thing as everything just necessarily has to be perfect. It has bugs. Like, so for me, it's not trying to hold them accountable. I reached out to them already, but I also am not setting certain precedences in the community as if, like, again, it would be a completely different story if you could no longer use the character anymore. I would be right behind you guys waving the damn flag, like, all right, yo, that's kind of messed up. Because I know, to what it was worth, she could still do a lot of stuff in the game. But it's like they're trying to amplify this situation to the point where it's like, I get it, you guys want free stuff. I get it. Like, that's really what it's boiling down to. They're like, hey, I feel like you guys messed up. We want something free. That's really what this is about. Because at the end of the day, it's not like, again, she literally blows up most of the other aspects of the game. So I don't know how to, like, I don't know why everybody wants me to be mad about that when, I don't know. You said last beta, people use Sania for Aurora. So if you know players are doing now in your beta, then before launch, you just fix that bug. Why wait until people invest in Sania specific? Dream Chaser. Okay, let's be real here. So we're saying, and this is what everyone's insinuating. The developer said, hey, one of the lowest used, lowest ranked units in the game, mind you, according to tier list, let's be real here. According to tier list, Sania was like on the bottom of all of them, right? On most of them. Because a lot of people actually, and most people that quote unquote tested her, didn't really know her true value and how she actually really affected the infrastructure of the game. So that's basically saying the developers waited until everybody decided to build her. They were like, yeah, let's wait for them to build Shadow Sania, and then we're gonna nerf her just cause. Like, but we know the Ting has been the way he's been for the last 12 betas, and we're just gonna leave him. But yeah, Shadow Sania, no, like she can't have it. Like that makes zero sense. Like there was no way that they're gonna do that. The reason why the adjustment happened was because it wasn't supposed to be the case. And if you're, again, going based off of something that people were able to do on a build, that build was shifted in 2 weeks, right? The launch happened right after that. It is very possible that you can still have bugs going into your release, regardless if you actually put the work in to try to ensure that it's not gonna happen. Like, it can happen. So my thing is that, like, again, if we take Shadow Sania out of one piece of content, what else can she not clear that she already couldn't clear? Like, that's the thing. Again, nobody is talking about that fact. So they're making people feel like they need to reset her. Why? Why would you reset a unit that literally can clear everything else? That makes no sense. So it's that part. It makes zero sense to reset a unit that can do that. Like, and my thing is just like, okay, well, if we're even arguing the semantics and just the fact that like the character is what she can do, I mean, I don't know, man. You said it was a shadow nerf since the boss was buffed. Dude, the boss was adjusted back to what it was supposed to be. I always have seen it be immune to dot. I've never not seen it immune to dot. But like I told everybody before, I didn't have the chance to get to Aurora in the last beta because I had to leave and travel. So that was why I didn't see it personally, because I would have said something if I would have seen it. But to be honest, I mean, like, that's one of those things. Like I said, I just didn't see it. But I definitely would have said something. But I didn't actually see it. So I mean, Shadow Sania is still destroying Ember Track like paper. Bro, she can literally clear some of the hardest content in the game. Like, people are forgetting, like, she's gotten people to Ember Track, like, what, 40 now? Like, so I like that's the thing. No, I get that. But when people are like trying to make it out to be like, I have to be mad about it. Why? So you can say that, right? You can agree that I have a different perspective. So why do I have to be mad? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like that's the thing. Yeah, that's my point. It's like, I'm literally telling you guys what I know to be a fact, but people want it to not be true. I'm like, okay, like what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. Like, that's what I experienced, and that's what it was. You want me to lie and be like, yeah, she was never immune? Like, that's not the case. Because my thing is that and that's what's the problem, is that there's people that don't agree with the fact that it was that way, because it wasn't. If it was, I would be like, hey, y'all, that's kind of cooked. Like, y'all need to do something about that. Anybody that knows me, especially those that have watched me in previous games, especially people from Dislike, they know I have zero issue with calling out a company that I am working with directly. That's all. I'm willing to even say it this way. 99% of my content on Dislike was calling out Lilith Games, because they did the most obscene, scummiest stuff all the time, and they were paying me. So, like, I didn't care. But the point is that I can't operate on the premise of I don't even know what's happening. This is like, everybody keeps asking me like, yo, Zox, like, are they talking to you? I'm like, no, nobody's saying anything to me even. So I don't know what to do. So it's like, I can get on video, and that's why I said, like, we can get on video and we can complain to our faces turn blue. But if they haven't said anything yet, what is that? What is it actually doing? Like that's the premise that I'm trying to get people to understand. Is like, what is it actually doing? All it's doing is just making people more mad. And I don't like to add fuel to the fire. So that's why I haven't personally made a video, because it doesn't make sense. If I already reached out to the devs directly, I mean, there's already more than enough people that have way bigger channels than me that make that type of content regularly, that have already made their videos. I'm not hopping on that bandwagon. I'm just not. And for me, I know I have the capability of reaching out. So I'm like, I'm gonna just reach out. So I think it's just like my way of going about trying to handle things in the way that I feel like is necessary doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same way that other creators are doing it. The thing is that they, and for lack of better words, they don't have certain levels of access, I guess. So it makes sense. But even like I said, for me, with the access I've had, and this is my first time seeing it, even the CM right now is saying he doesn't know what's happening. So so it's like, if the community manager doesn't even really know what's going on, then what is Zox supposed to do, right? Like, let's be real here. If we're going through the hierarchy, like what is Zox really supposed to do at that point, right? Like that's like really. And again, I just think it's counterproductive for me to get on video and be all mad and like upset about things that I'm not genuinely mad about. Like that's my thing. Like I'm just not, you know. And so that's the thing, is like, for me, I've already learned through each game how you have to go about like these processes. And the thing is, okay, I'll tell you guys exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get an EOS, right? Like if that's the way that everybody is, if that's the way that every situation is gonna be handled, you're just gonna get an EOS, right? And my thing is that at the end of the day, those creators, like, they do this every game, and it's no shade to anybody, but it is what it is. And if a game dies, they go back to wherever else they were playing before. But the guys like me, for example, that are just chilling, trying to have fun, we don't have games, right? All because of them complaining about stuff, just because of what? Really, at the end of the day, why? And it's like it's to try to paint yourself to be this hero, but it's like, bro, name a time where just complaining all day has actually really truly helped the community. It doesn't work like that all the time. If anything, it always sets a precedent with the game of, well, I'm not gonna play that game. When new players come in, they see that, oh, well, this is happening. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try that out. And then the community of people that really do like the game, are invested, wonder why no new people play the game. That's why. Like it's like that every time. So I think for me, it's just a learning. I learn from every game I've jumped into. I set realistic expectations. I always tell people, I say, hey man, if you think that and this is what I always say, right? If you are not sure about something in the gacha world, don't spend money on it for the first 30 days, right? Like, that's my thing. Don't put money into something that you're not sure about. That's anything. Vet it first. You don't put, that's why I always do free to play stuff first. Because if you aren't sure, don't put money into it. A lot of the times we set ourselves up for failure because and this is an actual fact. As soon as you put money into something, it immediately has more value to you. Immediately. That's literally how it works. So that's why I always say, like, hey, if you kind of on the fence, don't go crazy until like, you know, you're 100% sure. He said, problem is people were sure on it until this happened. It's like night and day with the developers at the moment. But that's why I said, like, for me, it's like, I can't, like, what am I going crazy over when I don't know what's happening, right? It's kind of like, it's like trying to take a shot in the dark. Like, right? That's the biggest thing, is that a lot of things are just shots in the dark. Like, nobody knows that's saying anything, but but everybody has something to say. So for me, I like, hey man, I'm not gonna say anything until I can give the community an actual answer on stuff, because that would just, at that point, that's just me on video saying whatever I'm saying because of how I feel. It's not actually helping anybody. You said, so I didn't know that. So I do remember Endless Tower. He said the issue was just found out, so you got to give them time to figure out what happened. Yeah, exactly. And that's my thing is like, it's really that, right? It's really that. Like I'm telling everybody, I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't. Like, there's nothing I can really do other than wait like everybody else. It said, yeah, I agree. I said I want to buy the battle pass, but I'm still waiting to see what the devs are gonna do. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like that's every game though, right? Like that's how you have to look at it. So and I agree with that. Like that's the thing is that like it's like even the expectation that they have to respond to you when you want them to respond. I mean, like again, it happens sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. It does happen. So you said. He said, completing everything in less than a week is honestly a stretch, not gonna lie. See no reason for the complaints for that. I mean, like for me, like I get, like again, I can see both sides, which is why it's kind of like, I'm just at where I'm at. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, when you really look at a lot of things, it's, like I said, I care about nothing else other than the communication part. That's the only thing I care about. Because at the end of the day, nothing else matters. Like it doesn't. You can literally do what you want with your game, but you have to communicate it. I think that again, that's that. And I mean, the reason why a lot of people are like not really too sure is because they have been very good in communicating. So we don't know. That's why I said like, well, this is my first time seeing it. I've never had the experience with them where communication's been a certain way. So I don't think a simple Discord post acknowledging the situation is too much to ask though. But I also think like there's this too, right? I think that like the other thing that's also kind of happened at this point, and I don't think a lot of people are even acknowledging that, is they've already had one big blow up in the community and it's been because of videos, but nobody wants to talk about that. So a lot of the times, a lot of people don't listen to me when I say things, but developers become way more standoffish with when they approach or when they put things back into the community because they don't know the response. So that's like one of the things that I've noticed too, is like a lot of the times, like if you have like the extension of being able to have communication with developers, if your immediate thought process is, well, let me go make a video, when you literally have developers that said, hey, reach out to us. Yeah, everybody's forgetting that. Everybody's forgetting the big blow up that the devs like had to, like they were like, whoa, like we asked people to reach out to us so that we could handle things, and instead they went and made videos, right? Jack, if I'm being 100% honest, he said to 3 people specifically, and those 2 people know who they are. He said, hey, if there's any issues, this is a producer, mind you. He said, if there's any issues in the game, let me know. Did that happen? No, it didn't. Like, so people aren't talking about that part. And so I feel like they extended the olive branch initially as well, and the hand got slapped. That's another thing that happened in the space. And so for me, it's just like, well, you know, I can get why they're also like kind of like not going a certain route with using us as the funnels of information anymore, because even before that situation, they literally would send information through us a lot of the times. So now they're kind of standoffish, I noticed. Like, and it's something I've noticed progressively over time. Like, and I was just like, damn, that's what happens. And I don't know if you guys remembered, but I literally said that the other day. I was like, guys, like, the reason why I'm trying so hard to approach things a certain way is because dev teams get like that. As soon as, I'll never forget, Dislight became, in really Lilith Games, if you guys are familiar with Lilith Games, they became so standoffish with me as soon as I started making videos calling them out versus like trying to go directly and like handle things with them. So that's my thing. You said, Dan, well, they could at least try to communicate, Zox. I mean, that's the thing. I think, again, when you have a situation where I understand things a lot more now because I have a business. But like when you are making a statement on something, you have to make sure it is what it is. The thing is that a statement can't just be made without them necessarily saying like, okay, because this is the other thing. They have to also address the sentiment. Do they feel the way the community does about it? right? So that's the thing. So like that's why I'm waiting to see what they say too. That's why I'm waiting to see what they say about that too. You said, he said, I think certain CCs don't need the communication because of stuff like this. Some people can't handle it. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though, is that like, that it is what it is, right? He said, like Zach said, other creators been effing us for all of us because they keep making shits up instead of verifying facts. And I mean, that's the other thing. Like, I don't like, so, okay, guys, let's talk about it since people want to talk about it, right? Okay. First thing, right? We have people screaming about the dupes thing, right? That was the first thing that happened in the community, which the devs never really clarified or confirmed certain things, but then there was certain information that was put out on that, which led that to be what was pushed, right? Just generally. So the devs had to actively fix an issue that they didn't actually start, right? So that was number one, right? Next issue, they had the, what was it called? What was it called? It was the, oh my God, it was that, it was the, it was something in between there that happened. That was the first issue. So so they fixed that, and they basically had to take the bullet on that, and they lowered, or they basically made it easier for us to get dupes. Now they had to deal with the, what was it that happened? They had the, I'm trying to remember what it was. See, this is what I mean. Like, I don't even get like, oh, 2 times event. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, 2 times event. 2 times event was pushed. Now, who do you think catches an L because players and community, not even just players, CCs get on their platform and say, hey guys, there's a 2 times event coming that they never confirmed. Now, everybody that's coming in new thinks there's a 2 times event, right? Every time somebody asks me, hey, Zox, is there a 2 times event coming? I don't know, because it happened in the beta. And, and literally, the devs take the heat for that. They take the heat for that. So that's strike number 2. Something they didn't start that they now have to try to fix, right? Now we're getting into them fixing things within the game. Let's go into the Shadow Sania. That was never supposed to be the case to begin with, right? So they go and they tweak that. Now they have to deal with, now this is after 2 situations already, they got to deal with irate responses. How do you think they're going to respond the 3rd time, right? So that's, so now CCs are hopping on videos saying, you guys need to be responsible. Like, do you see the track record at that point where it's like, now I don't like, if I'm in their feet, in their position, I'm not really going to be, am I going to be as forthcoming now? Like, I mean, no. And am I saying it's right? No, I'm not saying that. But I don't think people realize that there's a cause and effect, and it happens in a certain order. So that's like, that's the thing. And it's like, for me, I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I reached out and I'm trying to communicate with them. And even like now, I think the only response, right? And the only response I just got was, I told them everything that that's going on. They said, thank you, Zox. We really appreciate it. We've been quite busy with new content development. Sorry for the late reply. That's the response I just got, right? Now, what does that mean? Me reading that, what does that mean? That means, in all honesty, the door is kind of being closed, because they don't even like normally talk like that. That's a business formality. That means that's a business formality. That's not a, oh, hey, we cool. Like, you get what I mean? That's not the same. They said nothing else, because you know why? They're trying to protect themselves now. Like, and this is the reason why I was trying not to blur the line between me as a content creator and me as somebody that has a connection to the development team. And I was really trying to take advantage of the fact that what Jack had said was, hey, if any issues happen, just please let us know before you go and you start making stuff this like more than what it actually is, because we genuinely want to fix it if we can. So here we are, right? Here we are, basically. So so I go to say that's like the relationship in the window and the bridge was there. I don't know if that bridge is broken. I have zero idea. Like, you get what I mean? I have no idea. And so a lot of the times, all it takes is for one person to do something and it ruins it for everybody else. So that, I mean, like, so now, like, again, I was in a certain position. I don't know so much so now, right? And this is because, again, like I always tell people, we have to start thinking more about everybody and not just ourselves. This is why I don't do certain content, because it doesn't help people. It's not helping the community. Like the thing is that I can make certain videos and I'm gonna tell you what it's worth. I'm a good content creator. I know exactly what drives clicks. I know exactly what I could do to have a polarizing video that people are gonna click on, that they're going to absolutely watch. But does that mean it's actually helping me in the community or keeping the community sound or actually being constructive? No, it does not. So that's why, like, I'm trying to explain to you guys, like, I've been fully transparent with everything. There's only realistically so much I can do, because now it's not a beta anymore. It's official release, and there's more variables involved now. It's not just me anymore. You said, like, so that's my thing, man. Like I said, I can just be as honest as possible. You know, I'm an open book. I don't have nothing to hide when it comes down to levels of communication or access I've had. I've only tried to give people more access. I've gotten people into the creator program. I've gotten, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have zero reason to gatekeep anything, because I'm not like that. I want to see everybody win. And I also don't want the community to set on fire and just die out either. So it's like, you know, it's like I like my hands are kind of tied, because I'm also not going to do things that are just completely out of my character, you know? You said, is Holden considered a sub DPS or a support? I haven't had the chance to test them. I'm leaning maybe towards, like, depending on what you're doing in PvE, maybe sub, but in PvP, you can probably main DPS, to be honest, because scaling in PvP is different. You said, I'm chilling happy. They said something, but some CDCs, I don't think helping the situation. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go. Yeah, my internet just crashed. Yeah, my internet just crashed, y'all. My bad. All right, there we go. Hold on. Are we good on the YouTube side? Yeah, no, I got hit. They sniped me. Somebody stream sniped me. Yo, that was funny. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's my thing, man. It's like, it's a, this is what I mean, man. This is why, like, I hate YouTube, bro. I love YouTube, but I hate it at the same time. Like, we go down these rabbit holes every game about absolutely, like, bro. You said it was like, there's too many objective facts. You gotta go. Like, bro, I mean, this is the thing, man. All I care about is gaming at the end of the day. And like I said, man, like, it's none of this stuff is constructive to what I want to do. Like, it just isn't. Talking about, like, really honestly, for what it's worth, something that nobody got an answer on. What are we doing? We're just, like, at this point, we're just talking, right? You're just talking to talk. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's that. So you can clip that, send that to whoever it is you want to send it to. But that's really what it is at the end of the day. It's not about the semantics of anything else. I just think that, like, relationships have already been tarnished, and, like, maybe people haven't caught on to it yet. So I don't know. Like, I think that's kind of really what it is, you know? He said YouTubers seem to only care when it makes a previous video a lie. Bro, it's perfectly fine. Just make a video and say, hey guys, my bad. That I guess it changed and that's not what it is anymore. I mean, like it happens. But again, if you notice, one of the things that like me and Sion both said with this game, and you even see it every video, and it is a fact. I uploaded 50 videos for the Hell Hades site from the beta. Every single video has on it pinned, this is subject to change because of X, Y, and Z. This is from the beta. Like the things are subject to change. You could have been doing X thing and whatever you wanted before, but they can change it. Like that's called having rights to intellectual property. That's just how it works. So that's why I think, like, for me, it's kind of one of those things. I just think they, again, got to communicate whatever it is they want to do. I agree with that. But I think the links that people are trying to take it like, oh, they never had it that way. Or I'm just like, well, there's fact and there's fact, right? Like, so I'm just going off of what is fact. So even like with the Shiida was never supposed to be able to steal that buff on Doki Doki. When you guys actually fully explained to me what she was doing, I was like, dog, no way. Because Veronica was the unit that stole unique buffs, never Shiida. Shiida could never do that. So that's just a pure fact. Granted, I can understand the fact that newer players coming in and didn't understand it. But dude, did you really think that you were supposed to be able to steal a boss buff and just be able to one-shot everything? Like that's like kind of like, now we gotta actually start looking at things for what they really are. That seemed like an exploit to me. Like, and Veronica even got balanced. They balanced her pre everything. You know? You said Gacha already said it, nerf buff are fine, just communicate it in advance before doing it out of the blue. I mean, the thing is that if you're adjusting whatever, yeah, communication I think is always key. But I think the problem is that there's like the issue of the communication of it and the issue of the semantics of the units themselves. So like what you have happening is there's now this, oh, the units are bad because they don't do X thing. But it's like, well, no. Like, because even the Shadow Sania, like, people want me to agree with it, but I just don't agree. She's not bad. Like, I'm confused. Like, the unit can literally clap everything in the game except Aurora. That was it. And so, like, you know, that's the thing. You said, I saw a video saying make Shiida before it gets patched, and then next video was demanding a reset. I mean, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. If you've been doing this long enough, you can tell what's intentional and what's not. It's very, very, like, even with like characters like Tiamat, we knew she was gonna get nerfed. There was no way. Because even with Dating still has things against him, right? He's still squishy. So you're not necessarily going to see a Dating in PvP. Somebody might try to do it, but you're not going to really see a Dating in PvP doing certain things. Like he really is like a PvE monster more than anything. But when you were talking about pre-nerf Tia literally could solo you. Tia could literally never die if she was paired up with Sania. Like it like literally you could slow roll anything in the game and just beat it. Like it did not matter. She just did not die. She could heal herself an obscene amount. Her pairing with Sania was busted. They were like arguably the two strongest pairings in the game. Like they just were nuts. So that's just what it is, right? Like they were really insane. You said best show for Holden. I feel like it's gonna be between Artisan and what's the other one? Between Artisan and Lighthouse for him. But Artisan is gonna be definitely the first one I would recommend. You said these nerfs recently are all PvE related. Though, yeah, and that's the thing. I think like a lot of them, yeah. I mean, a lot of them are PvE related, yeah. But because I mean, those are the issues that's happening. So I mean, I mean, I'm not really going to correlate that to PvP. But yeah, Tia's nerf also again affected her in PvE as well. it affected her in PvE. It really just further pushed the idea that everybody in this game needs a pair. You said, what pieces would you use for Holden? Right now, I'm building him on Defense Bramble because I want to try that out. But later, I'm probably going to try to put him on like a Strive or maybe even a Bulwark, depending on like what I end up getting gear-wise. So yeah, that's that basically. You said, I feel like a lot of CCs are tone deaf when it comes to being professional and respectful towards devs. And from this, and this is from someone who actively is in business meetings about similar things. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, like really for what it's worth, I think everybody's perception on like how they should interact with developers is just very different. Me personally, I like to try to usually try to bridge that gap if I can. That's what I've spent doing the last 3 years. Like if I'm being real with you. So like if communication and certain things stops, that would suck. Because that means that I basically wasted that time and I didn't personally ruin it. So that would suck, right? But at the end of the day, I don't regret it. I feel like I did what I was supposed to do in the way that I felt like in the way that I felt like mattered, you know. So yeah, that's what I take from the situation. I did what I felt like was necessary. I made the connections and the relationships, and I'm in the position I'm in now because I did what I believe to be. I did what I believe to be right. I think the thing is people get so caught up in the fact that like developers are developers, right? But I still treat people like people. I think that that's the thing. First and foremost, I don't care what position I've ever held. You're not just gonna say what you want to me. Like regardless if I have a business or not. There's plenty of businesses that you walk into, and if you go in there screaming, they're kicking you out. They're kicking you out. Like it doesn't matter. You could be right, but if you go in there being a certain way and they're trying to like, nope, you gotta go. Like you gotta go. That's when you know, again, you have to now as the person running it, you got to pick like certain things. Do I value my employees? Am I gonna let them be treated a certain way? Like what? Like now you got to make a decision versus what that customer's feeling, right? And that's why for me, I've always have like, dude, like even now I be having issues with my apartment complex. I don't be going in the front office yelling at the ladies, like. I go in there and I ask them, you know, like I get it. Like they act a little bit irate. Now I'm going to HR. I'm complaining. I'll become a Karen real quick. But, but other than that, man, I just try to treat people like people. That's really it. You said if you're not right properly, you're incorrect. You said, who do you think Hoyan having less damage and no defense ignore anymore? She's definitely not gonna be. I mean, I won't say I don't think she's gonna be able to one-shot stuff. She's not gonna be able to like absolute like she's not gonna hit the same damage caps that she was hitting before. Cause she was damn near doubling the Ting's damage. You said she beats Terra on Inferno. Were you talking about Hoyan? I can see that. Is she doing stuff like, or are you talking about Shadow Sania? Because you said she needs a stripper though. Oh, you're talking about Shadow Sania? Yeah. But yeah, man, so that's my only thing, man. It's just that. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because it's the first situations we have. And this is what I do every game. I give every game company the first 30 days to kind of show me exactly what kind of company they're gonna be. You usually get the answer on what a company kind of is in the first 30 days, right? So I'm that's why I'm being as patient as I am. I guess some people's patient meter is a lot thinner than others, but yeah, that's what it really boils down to. You said Holden requires too many resources to be worth building. Now he's stat hungry and the amount of labs required is ridiculous. Yeah, but that's what I said, Dark Kent, the other day, yesterday. I literally said, don't pull this character if you don't plan on really building him. He requires skill ups. Like it is a part of what he needs. So if you already got 6 projects, worry about those projects first and then go from there. You said it's saddening that they don't say nothing, and even preview Hoyan has defense ignore. Said I still like her, but it's just disappointing. I mean, they said they were gonna adjust her though, so that's why I said like and even on previews is subject to change. Like that's the thing. I don't think anybody ever reads that, but when you read a preview, it literally says tested version may be subject to change. So I mean, usually you like to put certain things out beforehand, but that preview was also released a weird time. Like I don't know why they didn't like re-release it with like updated kit values and stuff like that too. Because they definitely told us that they were changing her though. We knew she wasn't gonna have the stuff she was gonna have, unfortunately. So all right, let's see. All right, level 40. So actual summoning system is enough for me to be patient. Gear will come with time. So I got turned off by HSR after a time of power creep when top of the 50-50. I mean, that's the other reason why like I'm not going crazy, bro. Like I literally am farming my what's it called? I'm farming my my shells up right now. And I'm gonna get to my gear when I get to it, because it's like gear's its own grind just because of subs. Like that's the thing. It's its own grind. He said, what are Holden's skill priorities? I feel like when we kind of talked about it, his skill 1 seems like pretty important for his counterattack chance and the damage result from that. But you're also like every skill on him is kind of insane, to be honest, because you also want the attack res dispel increase, because that's a big thing in this kit. But then you also want the 100% pushback. Like you literally want everything. Oh, wrong skill. Yeah, you literally want everything. So I would say it really depends on what you're trying to do, because to be honest, if I was trying to do PvP, I would go skill 1 probably first, because I would want to try to get more counters off. But if I'm doing anything PvE related, I don't think I would really care too much about the counters nearly as much as being able to land my attack down, res down, and really being able to do the 100% pushback. Like that. So I really think it depends on what perspective you're looking at it from, because if you're going PvE, like that's what I mean. Like the S3 is huge because of the spell debuffs with the attack down and the res, but also 100% pushback is also kind of insane too. Because that means like for bosses you're struggling on, that literally makes it to where they're just never getting a turn. Like there's no character that's gonna let you like there's no character that has 100% pushback. Like that on its own is kind of crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the S2 for PvE is nuts, because you pair that up with literally anybody. If he's on the same team with a Freya, what turn is that boss taking? And then that's also on a 4-turn cooldown, which you can just place him with someone and they cool it down. That's GG, right? Like that's tons of value. Like that's tons of value. You said Terramatan right arm mitigates his pushback. Bro, it's literally 30%. He still will have the highest turn meter pushback. So even if the mitigation was there, he still would have the highest pushback. So like say like the arm pushes him forward and then he pushes him back, he's still going to be basically 1-to-1ing that pushback. It might not be as much as the 100%, but it's still gonna be very high. Like that is still very, very high. What, you lose 30%? On 100%, you still got 70%. like that's a lot. So that, I mean, honestly, like most things, if you even think about it, you're getting pushed forward at most with most skills at most 40%, and that's on Unbridled Science. On Gigabyte is 35%. So 70% pushback still is crazy. Like that is still crazy. Now, granted, we're talking about at max, and you have to have the capacity to do that. But you said, what do you think about the idea after 5 SSR dupes of dropping Lattice instead? I'm not opposed to more Lattice, to be honest. I really wouldn't be opposed to it. But yeah, I mean, I really honestly wouldn't be opposed to it. Like if they did something like that. I know that like you said just did it. It said you guys which skill to max. Oh, you said you did Messiah S3, so S1, Doki S2, Suki S1 or S3 or Holden S2. Damn, that's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot, brother. Let me see. You say you got 5 more? I mean, it really depends on who you're really using like that. You said, wouldn't that just make Wells stronger? It low-key would. And that's why I don't think that it wouldn't do it necessarily because, I mean, they're pulling dupes for days. And they would just actually pull dupes just because they know they're going to get lattice from it. Like that, I'm not going to lie. That is kind of a valid point. That is a very valid point. I'm bringing these up. Okay, we don't need to go crazy on that. That's a 12. We need crit. Let's see. But yeah, as far as the skills, I gotta look at everybody because I know Suki's turn meter push is in her S1 for the highest attack. So, I mean, it kind of all depends. I'm not really sure. Like, it really honestly depends on who you use the most. Yeah, it really depends on who you're gonna use the most because that's how I gauge like who I'm gonna skill up is who I actually am like going to use. Because if I'm not gonna really use that character like that, I'm not really going crazy on skills on them anyway. All right, so let's see. We need more EXP. All right, that's not too bad. Oh, you know what? I am missing base stat. Let me just I'm gonna put this artisan on him for right now. I just won't have the. I'll just go no, but I need the bramble. It's gonna take me a minute to build him because I gotta actually level the pet for him too. That's gonna take me a second because I gotta level his pet. I gotta level him up, and yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I gotta level him up too. And do I gotta farm your? Oh my god, I gotta farm his. You know what? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to swipe to be able to build him up faster. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, there's a lot I gotta do for this character to get him to even do anything. Especially where I'm at, he ain't gonna do nothing right now, because all my stuff is like Loki doing crazy nonsense right now. He said trying with a effect accuracy speed build. Do I have any pieces that's bulky though? Like, I mean, that's kind of not building into anything he does, but effect accuracy speed build. This guy, he's meant to counter. I mean, hold on, let me see. We'll save this plan. I'll come back to it. What's your name? Holden? Hold on. Holden. Wait, what happened? He said, brother, he said, brother, I'm already 6-star. I'm dead. Bro, I like literally just need the EXP. Hold on, let me just do this. I'll make my life easier. Because I gotta do it anyway. Oh, my tab button isn't working. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Why? Oh, damn. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna just make my life easier. You said, where's the level 1 Holden with triple effect accuracy meta with that? Oh, I'm dead. The Doki Doki. Bro, that was a mistake. I genuinely did not mean to do that. You know? We'll put this back on farm. Let that go in the back. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Oh wait, I need to actually get that. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Yeah, this will just make it faster so we can actually test it. there's that. Look at here. Get this. Hold on, guys. I'm making my wallet scream right now, so you have to give me a second. All right, there's that. And do I want that one? Damn, I really don't want to buy that one. But that one's kind of nice. I would say free to play. Like, are you intentionally pulling for dupes? Not necessarily. Like, it really isn't required. But if you get them, I mean, it's nice. There's that. And I'll grab this one. All right. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah, what I just did, damn. Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. I know y'all heard that noise like 5 times, so you already know what that means. And since we're here, let me see. Do I want that? Damn, that's actually kind of a good pack. Yeah, I guess I'll get this one too. Bro, listen. Hey, this is for y'all. Dude, you guys do not understand how I really don't well in life anymore. I actually don't spend on most games. Like, most games I just play and enjoy. I don't actually spend on them. It has to be a reason. Like, if it wasn't for making content, then I probably wouldn't go crazy. He said the plink sound of swiping. Bro, listen. Bro. Look, there it is. Yo, that sound is so funny. It's like, yeah, it's so funny, bro. Listen, I gotta make sure my bank know that I'm doing this, because I like, when I say I'm very, 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 very big on saving money. So my bank is probably looking at me like, he over there acting different. You say you feel guilty when you hear that sound? Bro, listen, I gotta make sure my account don't get flagged, because they're like, oh, you spending different right now. You said, does the bank like your card if you spend too much? Yeah, I have it set like that just in case if my card gets stolen. You said, brother, they're all good facts. Yo, they kind of are though. Hold on, let me go over here to the event tab. Let me see what they got over here. Oh, these are just summons. I don't need that right now. You said, let's see. Okay. He said millions to make a movie. I think 1,000 to make a video sounds reasonable. Honestly, it's not even that. Like, even like the top players in this game haven't spent nearly as much as people think they have. Like, this game is very, very free to play friendly. Even just in terms of like, one, the access to units, but even for spenders, they don't technically have to spend nearly as much as they would in like other games, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely not crazy. It's still worth some, right? Like, you're still spending something, but it's not. Damn, my he said those $15 lattice packs be looking mad attractive. Bro, you know what's funny? We're gonna look at those packs a year from now and we're gonna be like, man, we're getting robbed. when they add something that like gives you a lattice, like, yo, you can get 15 SR lattices a week now. You'd be like, oh, okay. Like, dude, like, that's how I feel like with E7 players. Like, I'm almost certain dudes probably are just looking like, damn, that's crazy. Y'all just gonna hand out MLs now? Y'all just gonna run events where you just handing out 85 gear with good rolls on them like it's bubblegum? You know? Like, that is the part I think that's funny. All right, let's see here. I want to try to get one more with a lattice in it, but I don't see any. Maybe I have I hit the limit? Tune in next week to Dragon Ball. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think I think that's that. I think we did what we could here. I could be that guy and try to. Nah, I'm gonna leave it. All right, y'all. Nah, I actually had no. Listen, have I hit the limit? Hold on, I got something for you, Lonzo. Have I really hit the limit? Have I? Hold on. I got a noise for you. Oh, there it is. Bro, you said this is a sarcasm. I was wondering if it'd be worth building Shadow Sania, so I put Fangus and I had Obel. So now I got a team. I know she dominates basically all content. The only thing is I already leveled my Messiah, Lily, and Dinah, so I only used up Lattice and Lily. Would it be worth to build another dedicated team to PvE, or should I wait to invest and keep building a current team and struggle in PvE right now? I mean, the best practice that I always push with any game, it's a marathon, not a race, right? So the thing is when you start more projects, and I don't know what, like, it also kind of depends on the type of person you are. When you start more projects, it literally makes it to where that sometimes you're kind of stretching value versus actually gaining value. Now, what I will say is, because you have like units like Lily already invested somewhat, you can make Shadow Sania work with her because she can help reduce her cooldowns, right? But typically, I would say in this game, the best advice that I can give is to take your time, build up what you have, and especially if you're free to play, try to max value the things that, like, building your way up as much as you can, because everything gets more expensive. So like, let's say you trying to now build a whole dedicated team. That's a whole new set of costs that you have to now consider. Leveling gear, leveling skills, putting EXP into them, making sure they have like it's like the GP outpost farming you got to do for that. There's the pets that you're probably going to want to run on those characters. You might have to make a couple outside of the ones you're already building. To be honest, like, the main thing is that you're trying to make sure that whatever team you're using for PvE is something that you're going to really get a lot of value out of for farming resources. Like, what's going to give you the most resource output. You said, is it worth doing dot teams? I don't have a Lily, but I have Shadow Sania. Shadow Sania currently can clear Ember Track. Like, dot has the highest DPS scaling in the game because HP only gets higher on bosses. So dot is, for what it's worth, the only content it's not working in right now is Aurora, Phantom Theater, and Union battles. Those are the three main things that dot just does not work on. But other than that, like, most people sleeper aren't even on 30. Most people aren't even on floor 30 yet. So there's some people that actually have already beaten it, and those are, you're talking about like spenders and stuff like that. Defense speed, affect accuracy on her too, because she needs to land her dots. She definitely needs affect accuracy. But you can build her bulky, affect accuracy, have her rotate, and the rotations change based off of who you're using with her. But there's one shell boss she doesn't do. Yeah, that's Sharon. She doesn't work on Sharon. That's right, because she's a dot boss, which makes sense. So that would be kind of counterintuitive. Kill the dot boss with dot, So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, she basically can basically clear everything else. Oh yeah, Kururu too. But you wouldn't even use her at that point in the game. Like, you're not using Shadow Sania that early anyway. He said, do you want Marvel or Gigabyte or Halloween? Wait, he said, do you want Marvel or Gigabyte or Halloween? Same thing for the free SSR. Gigabyte's more consistent, to be honest. If you have people rotating around, Like you got to remember like Gigabyte procs off of enemies rotating. So Halloween in some cases might be better just because if you're not letting the enemies really get a turn, then you're not proccing Gigabyte at all. So, and if like, say for example, you're going against like one thing, like, you know, and they're not really rotating, then Gigabyte's not really proccing like that. So at that case, then you rather get the cooldown versus you know, basically not really ever proccing that 3-turn window. Because like if you have like Gigabyte's really nuts when you're slower or when things are rotating you more. That's why Gigabyte works so well in Terramatan, because the arms and Terramatan are moving so fast. So it allows you to be able to cut in front of them. So that's kind of like the thought process there. It really depends on the setup and what would be more optimal. If you're in a scenario where you're rotating a lot, then you're not really taking much advantage of what Gigabyte does. But if you're getting rotated and enemies are moving past you, you're going to be proccing Gigabyte a lot. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. You said she works on Sharon. It's just a luck game. It took me 15 times. Yeah, that's fair. He said Dot Boss should pack her shit if she gets beaten by. Yeah, that's what I mean. Hey, it's one of those things where you know, it's a thing. But hold on, okay, I was about to say, did my game crash? All right, there we go. All right, so let's see. We're gonna try to get Holden at least somewhat operable here. All right, we got him to level 36. We're gonna be able to 6-star him in a second. All right, let's see here. How many lasses do I have? I think I have 3. So I might actually go. Trying to think. I think I might go skill 3 first with him. You said, what did I buy? I don't even know. I bought like some of the weekly packs. I bought some of the Prowess packs. So I bought some of these packs because I refuse to go and farm GP Outpost right now. And I got 2 lattices. And what else did I get? What's something else I got? I don't remember what else it was. It was something else I got. I don't think. No, I think it was all around the same stuff. I think it was just that. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Can I see the packs I just bought? Okay, so I got the. Oh yeah, I got the trading resource one. I got the lattice one. I got this one for portraits. Is it expensive? Is what expensive? And then I got this one, which really wasn't necessary, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough Etheria coin to be able to level him. But I have been bought those. The new event packs are just summon packs. That's why I didn't get them, because I don't need summons right now. Like I haven't spent as much as people think. Like I still haven't even bought my 2 times whatchamacallit packs yet. And yeah, these are just summon packs. That and it comes with some Etheria coin. Is it the Dazzler event? You're right. I was wondering, I was like, why do I feel like I'm missing some? You're right. Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Hey, listen. Give me a second. We here. Oh my God. I forgot about this. Oh my God. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. This is probably the first game I've actually spent on, like for real spent on, in 4 years. Like for real. Like I kid you not. I was like, I have not spent on anything. And a lot of people, okay, I'll let you guys in a secret, right? Because I don't work for them anymore. But when I played Dislight, a lot of people thought I welled on that game because I was in the top like 1%. I didn't well on that game. I probably spent over the course of 3 years playing that game, I might have spent $300. Everything else was from the company. They basically helped me make content for that game. Yup. He said people thought you were Leviathan of Dislike, bro. I really wasn't. I really wasn't, bro. I was straight chilling on that game. And like I told everyone, I would tell them though, then I would say, hey, don't buy that. I don't think that that's worth, because I refuse to buy it. You know one thing you guys never see me buy? Shimmer packs. And that's on everything. I've never bought a Shimmer pack. I thought that was the dumbest investment in the game possible. Even now, I like even if you have money to do it,